Yesterday I have embarked on an adventure to gain a new skill. I am a certified laser printer repairsman. Now it's a weird skill to have, knowing that I'm 27 years old and I still don't know how to ask a lady out. But hey, who knows, maybe one day I will need to know how to fix a laser printer if it breaks. Here's some lore. I needed to print something and there is not a working printer in the house. Everything is broken, including the only printer that actually is here. So I had to take it apart, clean it, and also refill it at some point because it didn't have the powder, the black powder. There's some really weird shit with my camera recently where it just always tries to focus on something that's not there, or I don't know, it's just some weird shit that keeps happening. So you're gonna see a lot of this zoom in, zoom out kind of thing, the focus, unfocus kind of shit happening. So just bear with it. We are back in the lab today, and this right here is the subject we're gonna study. What a fucking piece of shit.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Printer that is, from like 1,000 years ago. I mean, if you take a look at one of those stickers here, you'll see right there. That's a old Windows logo right there. And then there's next to it is a Linux logo, and then the last one, it's I think it's one of the proprietary Apple products. But anyways, so this is the shit I'm gonna be dealing with today. I need to print something, and this shit doesn't work really well. So yeah, it's got a whole bunch of it has a very complicated human what is it called, a human interface, human machine interface, HMI. We get the error, we get the paper, we get, what is this, data, I think. I don't know what this is, like in a sense, like, is this a button or is it just a light? Because when it lights up when it's on, but it doesn't feel like a button, and this is like supposed to be eco mode or something. And we have the cancel and repeat printing, and then this is like a demo. If you press and hold it for 2 seconds, then it's gonna print a demo page or a test page or wherever, shit like that. And let's take a look. Let me grab a seat first of all. Let's take a look at the specs. Okay, focus. Okay, here we go. You might not see it really well, but over here we got a whole whopping 8 megabytes of memory on this printer. So you'll probably be limited to like 6 pages that you can print, unless it's just plain text. Then we got the speed at which this printer prints is 12 pages per minute, which is fucking shit. If you if you ever use the printer, you know, like, just saying, if you ever use the printer, that is horrible. Because you know, not everybody uses printers these days. And then we have, what's this? And then this is the eco mode, which is, by the way, this is I just found out when I looked at the back of this thing. It says it's a laser printer. Where is it? Right here at the bottom it says laser printer, and it uses a powder, black powder, to print. There's like technical names for everything here, but I don't know what. I don't know those technical names. So basically, this eco mode just saves the black powder. So yeah, that's it. For some reason, there's a feature of printing the last page again, which is like, I don't know why you would need that, but okay. And it works with whichever Windows that was, 95, 98, I don't know, maybe even 2000. But there's gonna be another video in which I'm gonna talk about the troubles I had to go through to get it to work. Or I guess I'll just tell you right now that it doesn't work with Windows anymore, but it surprisingly works with Linux. So I actually have to, if I want to print something, I have to use Linux Mint. That's how user-friendly Windows versus Linux is. So yeah, I was gonna make another video at some point where I just talk about that more, but yeah, anyways. And then so this one is very interesting. It says it's not very loud, but the icon they use for that is like a little microphone next to the ear, and then there's like question marks, and that's a very weird way to okay, focus. That's a very weird way to show noise, because that's not normally how somebody shows noise. So yeah, very interesting designer choice for that little picture. And of course, inside, when you open up this compartment here, you've got your I don't know what the technical name for this is. Okay, well, you need to put some force into this to take it out. See, like, it's really hard to. Oh, here we go. That's your, like I said, I don't know what the technical name is, but this is your, like, actual printing element that prints shit. And that's what I'm gonna be taking apart today. And just pops right back in, and then it prints. Magic. So I don't know how old this shit is. It seems to be from like maybe early 2000s or maybe like late 90s, something like that. So this printer has been around for well, since Jesus. So yeah, it's shit. So yeah. Now those are some pretty impressive specs for a printer, I guess, for that time. But now I'm gonna show you the actual footage of me, working on it. It's I'm gonna warn you that it's not exactly the most interesting thing to watch. It's not exactly action-packed, so you might fall asleep. But I'm gonna keep it down to only the interesting moments here. Well, as you can see so far, I've got the actual printing element, or whatever you call it, the black box, taken apart, and because there is some black powder that's in there that's used for printing, I had to, get rid of it, and I basically just shook it off into that brown piece of paper. So that's what that black stuff is. That's the black powder that's used to actually print stuff. Well, there's not much to say here. It's just me taking out every drum, or however you want to call it, like a roller, and just basically cleaning it, trying to wipe it very carefully until, well, I drop one of them, and that's the most exciting part you get to see. But that's where the smooth sailing ends, and now we enter in the shaky waters, the crazy, the big one is about to hit us. There's a small little piece of plastic that's also comes with a spring that ended up flying off somewhere, and I found the plastic piece. I couldn't find the spring anymore, so I had to use some clever engineering to come up with simply put, I just used another spring. You can actually see the plastic piece fly off. I was able to later find it, but you can also see a spring fall off once I stand up, And well, that's what I wasn't able to find after spending like a good 2 hours looking for it around the kitchen. If you haven't realized at this point, I was kind of fed up with doing whatever I was doing, because, well, first of all, I wasn't getting paid to do that, and second of all, it's not something I really needed to do. I just needed to print something, and now I have a fucking printer to fix. Like I mentioned earlier, eventually I was able to find a replacement. I found some springs that I had saved since like 8 years ago, just sitting in one of the cabinets, and I just used that. Now the spring was a little longer than the original spring, so I didn't want to cut it, so I just kind of stuffed it in there very gently, let's say. But it works. It works, and it's actually provides about the same functionality as the old spring. I did some simulations and studies. I reviewed my own footage just to see if I could figure out where the original spring have gone to. But all my simulations and my studies, my analysis have resulted in two options. Either that the spring was somewhere in the area where I was sitting, which it wasn't, or it just, as I stood up, I kicked it and it flew under the kitchen cupboard. And my guess is that's where it is now, and there's no way of getting that anymore. So that's why I at the end decided to go with a replacement, because I was starting to get tired of searching for something I can't find, and I wasn't getting paid to fix this shit. So I just need to half-ass something. So that's what I did. As you can see, this shit was not designed really well, so even when I was using the replacement spring, I was actually about to lose it too. So it's just one of those very weird designs, the mechanical things where if you push on that if you push that plastic up a little too much, it just comes out, and the plastic flies off somewhere and the spring flies off somewhere, and you end up wasting 2 hours of your life on this stupid shit that could have been avoided if there was like a working printer in the house. But anyways. Well, as you can see, I have reached the final stretch, I would probably say. Everything has been put back together, and at this point I just need to refill it with some more black powder so it can actually print, and that's what I'm doing in the next bit. And just like that, the whole thing was put back together. Well, next thing you know, I put it in a printer and it works. It works better than before, so I guess I actually did fix it. So those 4 hours that I spent fixing this shit, they didn't go to waste, and I guess I learned something new. Did I enjoy it? No. Will I need these skills somewhere else in the future? Probably not. But, oh well. That's to live life and learn shit that you don't need to learn, I guess. And let me show you some pictures of the before and after printing quality comparison. So as you can actually see, the one on the right is what was before, and the one on the left is the wait, hold on a second, it's the other way around. The one on the left is before and the one on the right is after. So yay, I've made it better. So yeah, nice. This video was made possible by UnWantedFew. UnWantedFew helps me stay connected with the rest of the world. You may not know that, but being able to talk to people on the other side of the world in some places is not a right, it is a privilege. I would like to thank UnWantedFew once again for making it possible for me to stay connected with my friends and being able to consume Canadian media. So yeah, that was all my adventure that I've gone through, and yeah, I hope it was fun to watch. I guess I will see you next time.